couple of days ago, I went into ChatGPT and I took one of my cold letters. So I've got cold mail that is available to go out to a probate list, and anybody that has probate mastery has all those cold letters. So I went in and I grabbed one of those cold letters that essentially just kind of described as an overview how I help people through an estate administration or probate process. It touches just a little bit on real estate because I like to make a relationship by helping through the process and then move to real estate later. And it's meant for someone that doesn't know me and I don't know them. Well, sometimes I've had a conversation with someone already and they say, "Yeah, I'd love to get your resources." And I want to send them a little package. So if I'm sending a package to someone that I've already had a conversation with, I don't want them getting a letter from me that says, "Hi, my name's Bruce. We've never talked before. Here's what I do to help." I want them getting something else. So I copied my cold letter and I gave it to ChatGPT and I said, "Hey, this is the scenario. I've talked to this person. They've asked me to send them resources and a little bit of what I do. Can you take this letter and warm it up for me?" And in 3 minutes, copy, paste, send, I had a brand new warm letter that was ready to go. Another scenario, I was building a vendor list out, and I don't have vendors. And this is I have plenty of vendors, let me say. And in this play around scenario, I pretended not to have vendors, and I went to ChatGPT and I say, "Hey, I help people through probate with an end goal of getting to the real estate for my business, but I want to help them as they move through the probate process. And in doing that, I like to connect them with different vendors and service providers that they're going to need. Will you give me a list of service providers they need? Names, numbers, and short bios for each one of those service providers that I can put on a flyer." And in 5 minutes, I had a full list of vendors and service providers with email addresses, phone numbers, websites, names, and short bios that I could put on a flyer. That's a project that most people never knock out. And because I gave it the right prompts and I knew what I was looking for, it was done in 5 minutes to that point, 15 minutes to polish it up. And there's an asset for my business. So I want you guys to maybe consider looking at different pieces of AI, just like Bill just described, and like I described, to speed up the process that you use to build your systems and your assets. It's not a pure replacement of what you guys do. We started the call by talking about how it really messed me up when I was setting up my computer, my camera, my microphone system. It can get things wrong, but when you give it the right prompts and you're able to step in and provide some corrections and troubleshoot with it, you can get assets done for your business in really, really short order, really quickly. And that just takes a little bit of creativity on your part and knowing what you're asking for. So you guys take a little step back sometimes and say, what am I going to build? And then maybe go to your favorite AI tool and say, "Hey, this is what I'm building. This is why I'm building it. Can you give me some ideas?" And it'll give you a couple of brilliant ideas and a couple of crappy ideas. And if they're crappy, say, "Hey, this sucks." All right. This is what I don't like about it. And it'll give you something else. So I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I feel like for the last year and a half, people have only talked about AI. So I try to minor on it. But it is really becoming an incredibly useful thing for us as professionals. And I'm going to encourage you guys, if you're not using AI to some degree, please do, because it has the capacity and the likelihood of massively disrupting industries and disrupting the way that we get business if we don't use it. So I don't want anyone to miss the wave as it comes, because it can revolutionize your business in an incredible way, and you can work less and earn more, or it can pass you by and you can be looking ahead at the people that leapfrogged you. So please don't let yourselves be in that position. At least use it a little bit.